Yeah, I've been asking. I have a couple people that I deal with, and in my life for a variety of reasons, and we ask questions to each other. And my business partner and I are best friends. We're at really this great point at 55, where we're always discussing these and we always laugh at like how this question would be answered by our 20-year-old, our 30-year-old, our 40-year-old, and then now, and how dramatic that change. The last question we've been digging is, what is your mission? What is your mission right now in this life? And we really laugh at what our 20-year-old mission would have been. Get in a band, get a girl, make some money. And then 30 is really a dramatic change. And then 40, I mean, mine are so marked, especially looking at it in the rearview mirror.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's fascinating. I'm obsessed with, and I can say obsessed with where we are in our age, in our 50s.
Yeah.
And I love it. I follow a couple groups. It's, Modern Elder Academy is this one group. And a lot of people focusing on the amazingness of being at our age, with our wisdom we have now, and what we can look back on, the lack of giving a fuck in so many things. So it's really cool to even think about this. I think about this stuff all the time. So it felt very easy to me to.
Yeah, I know. Send me your questions, whenever they come to life, because I love that. It's like, what's important? What's your mission? Like, what would you look back on? And, and I think that those things dramatically change.
Well, it's no longer a job.
That they do.
It's no longer a job situation, at least. Sometimes I'll run into somebody, especially in this town, who is still seeking. And they're not that much younger than say I am. And I remember I went and met with a guy who wanted to talk to me about his business, and he was about 10 years younger than me. But I went home and I said, it really put me in my place, realizing how someone only 10 years younger than me wants what we have, or what I have career-wise, or whatever I have, a calm, a peace, and not talking sobriety in this case at all. Yet they're so far from it, and they want it. It's this interesting thing, and I spend most of my time celebrating where we're at, what past dreams have come, and anyway, cool stuff.
No, absolutely. I think that, and I'm still looking for the questions, and I'm back to seeking.
Yeah.
At 53, the last 4 years, especially with my kids not talking to me, my dog dying, I'm like, holy shit, for the first time in 30 years, I'm not responsible for anybody.
And it sounds like that, for all of its harshness, potentially is a cause for you needing to seek, and that needing to seek most likely is something that you will find.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I love knowing only that at this age.
Yeah.
I only know that now.
Yeah.
My knee going shit, and me not being able to run going on a year. Now, I knew pretty early in that process that, there's a fucking pretty cool reason that's going to come out of this. It's tough at points, but there's a good reason. And 10 years, I wouldn't have known that. I would have fallen into misery and upset and drunkenness and even just the sad aspect of it. Whereas now, we have a wisdom that allows us to pause and take inventory of what positivity is coming out of the shitty thing that happened.
Oh, yeah.
And is it really shitty? I fucked it up, know?
Or is it, what's the lesson?
Right.
And that's the question that we have to ask with all of this stuff. It's like, what am I supposed to learn out of this? I'm not just getting universe isn't just handing me my ass.
That's it.
For no reason.
We learn that nothing comes for free. And we can say, the universe will provide, the universe guides. And I always tell my kids, if we do our due diligence, the universe wants you doing the legwork. Laying a foundation, and they'll help build that house. But the reality is, it starts with us. None of it, everything that happened with my mom, I use her as a great example. Yeah. I had to get her passport renewed. I had to do all these things that were really tough.
Oh, yeah.
And then the universe said, shit, you've done everything you can. Let's keep her calm on the plane. Let's ease her into the country. Let's transition her calmly. And that's where I could say it went as amazing as it could.
Yes.
But there was work done at the beginning. The universe loves someone who is, sweating for their spirit.
Yeah, fortune favors the prepared.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. I can't come into AA and expect to get sober and not do the work, that's handed to me to do.
Right.
Or, build some new life. I'm like, I don't know what this is going to look like in a year, but here we go.
Right.